mountain for today. Looks like quite the climb. I think I might struggle with this one. It's a steep one. Dig in for the long haul, I think. Quite tricky. And there we have it. A lot of effort, but worth it. Hi everyone, welcome back. And if you're just joining me for the first time, welcome to my training series towards the National Three Peaks Challenge. I'm Turanian and I've only got a month to go. So I'm actually starting to find some more interesting terrain, some actual climbing and some mountains. So I'll tell you why I've chosen Dartmoor for the start of the month. Road tour, the first hilltop for today. So I've picked this route for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I was reading a popular walking magazine recently and it had a route here, and in reading it I found out, through my ignorance, I never knew, there's actually two mountains here. Can you believe it? Add that to the fact that I've always wanted to come here because I've been hearing people saying Dartmoor this, Dartmoor that, and then I thought, what is all the fuss about? It must be good, even if it doesn't have mountains. And then I found out it's got mountains. It's like, I'm going there. So I'm actually taking the route from this popular walking magazine. It's about 20 kilometres and it starts at Oakhampton train station. But I'm not going to worry about that. The idea is that you go by train and it's a day out on the train and that sort of thing. I've come by car, as I always do, so I've parked along the route at Road Tour and I'm just getting on with the walk straight away from there. So I'm not sure exactly how far the walk's going to be. It will be cut short slightly. I know that I could probably do with the extra mileage as it's training, but if I am going to do the extra mileage, I'd rather do it back here on the moors where it's a bit more interesting. So I'm going to continue on my route now to the top of this one. Some people wild camping over there. See a couple of tents. Yeah, and find these mountains. I think it's quite cool actually because it keeps in with the theme of my last two videos recently, where I've been talking about the classification of a mountain, and these two just get it in there. I think I've been going by about 610 recently. Seems to be the one that keeps coming up. 2,000 feet and about 610 meters. And these are just a fraction above. I think 620 in the 16s or 620s. So they are very, very just mountains, but mountains nonetheless. So I'm quite excited to climb these, or at least walk up them. Then of course, thinking ahead for the rest of the month, I'm just going to build up and up and up and up until I eventually reach the highest peak in the UK, Ben Nevis. I'm having fun already. This place is great. I'm already hooked. Why haven't I come here before? This is so good. It's a lovely mix of just open areas to walk and rocks to climb. And it's really nice, well, especially with today's weather. Not sunny, but some low cloud just making things a bit more interesting. Perfect for me, love it. So I'm just south of Oakhampton, just taking in this route with the main focus being these two mountains, or just mountains. Yes Tor being the first, 619 metres, 9 metres above the classification of a mountain. Just gets in there. Brilliant. And the second one, the highest one at 621 metres, is going to be straight after. They're right next to each other. Is going to be high. Yeah, it's not a naughty word, but it's a bit naughty. My route actually takes me and skirts me around this hilltop here, West Mill Tor. but at 541 metres. I might as well give it a go. Just because I'm climbing a couple of mountains doesn't mean I can't get some more elevation in. Besides, although they're mountains, I'm not starting from sea level. I'm not doing a full 610 metres each time. So the more climbing I can get today, the better. I immediately get the appeal of this place, straight away, even if there weren't mountains here. This is brilliant. With the rocky outcroppings though, you know, they kind of mimic the tops of mountains. So it doesn't really matter how much you've got behind you. If it's 10 feet, 100 feet, 1,000 feet, whatever. Doesn't matter how high they are. The environment's very similar. Take a look. West Mill Tour. Hilltop number 2. Wow, what a view. Wow, talk about playgrounds wherever I walk. This is brilliant. This is climb everywhere. It's amazing. This is so good. Oh wow, this is a much better way of getting my miles in than going through town. Going up as many peaks as I can find off the actual route. Brilliant. And now on to the next one. Yes Tour. An actual mountain. Can't wait. It's starting to feel a little bit of rain now, but I think that's more just the moisture of the clouds, because I'm in the lee of this mountain. Yay! But with the cloud coming over, probably just dumping a whole load of stuff as it comes over. Just kissing that cloud layer there. Wow, I love that kind of thing. It's brilliant. I'm in the, I'll get to the bottom of the valley bit here. It's getting a bit squelchy. Raining now, proper. I imagine it's going to be quite wet up there. Just reached the bottom of the climb. Up, yes. Yes, Tour. Wow. I'm at the top, nearly. And there's a radio mast, relay antenna, something. I bet you that's been struck a few times. Well, as I'd expected, at the top now, it's you can see down, but not too far out. Just the very bottom of whatever layer's up there. Just nudging the top here. So you can hear I'm out of breath a little bit, but it's not controlling me. You know, I can slow it down. I'm not gasping for air. My legs don't even ache. They don't even feel tired. I'm really quite excited for this now. I'm really hyped. I know I don't look it. I am tired. It's tiring walking up a hill on a mountain. But yeah, I'm feeling so good. I think I might just be able to do it with a month climbing mountains. As long as the weather and the traffic and everything else is on my side, I may just be able to pull this off. I'm going to go up here because I see a trig point. It's a flagpole? Maybe? Yeah, it looks like it's meant to come down. I don't know. It is so good to be stood back on top of a mountain. I can't remember the last time I was on the top of one of these. Last time I was even in a mountain was in Wales. January. I don't even think I got above the 600 metre mark, so I can't even say I was on the mountain part of the mountain. Though I was on a mountain. It's been a long time. And this is just the first of two. I've got a higher one in a minute. 2 metres higher. It's about, just there? I don't know. I won't say the weather's closed in. This is exactly what I expected, seeing it from the bottom. Still quite breezy up here, as you'd expect as well. So, no change, but no drama. I'm just going to enjoy this for a minute. And I'll start walking down. I think I'll go that way. I have to say, navigation's pretty easy around here. Because the way everything is, you can see pretty much where you want to go. So once you get to one point, you just look, keep heading in that direction. Admittedly today with the low cloud, could get caught out, but the visibility is enough for the most part in between all the cloud. So, you know, only on the worst of days you're going to have trouble around here. I'm not really referencing my map too much. Just find out where the next point is and head towards it. Very easy. It's isolation again, which is nice. I can't really get used to it now. It's that time of year when car parks are getting busier, paths are getting busier, and trig points are getting busier. So I'm going to enjoy this while I can. I just reached the top. Well, I will do in a sec. This is actually, I think that's the top over there. I have to say the walk from Yes Tour was not particularly challenging. Didn't even feel like I was going uphill. Not disappointed by it at all. Just expected a little bit more of a climb, but that's all right. I'm still on a mountain. Still happy about that. I've still got a lot more climbing to do. Find some more hills. But for now, mountain number 2. No trig point. I was surprised. Unless I'm being dense, which isn't probably too difficult. But this does look like, you know, when there's no trig point, there's that pile of rocks. This is very cool up here, especially as I'm up here on my own. Something eerie about it, but exciting. Yeah, cool. What can I say? That point looks higher though. I have to say, this looks higher, but this is like man-made. That point looks even higher from here. The second mountain of the day at 621 meters. There you go. This is the only 2 they have to offer here, which is enough for me. I actually see, I believe that's the trig point. Trig point on top of Yes Tour over there. As far as I can gather from the forecast, this is as bad as it gets, so I can't complain really. Quite like it like this. So, where am I going now? Dingator. That one's at about 550 metres. And a fair climb it looks like. So I'm going to negotiate this boggy, marshy moor and start getting up the next one. Keep them coming. Silly me. This next peak, high point tour, may well be at 550 metres. But I don't go down and then back up. It's all downhill, so it's not really much of a climb. Although the terrain is a bit of a challenge. But I'm at the southernmost point now on the route. There's Tor marking it. I am tempted to go further south. It looks absolutely stunning down there. And I am making very good time. Very good time. But I've already picked a way I'm going to go off the original recommended route, because it doesn't include as much climbing as I'd like. So I don't know how much time extra that's going to take. I would like to leave that for another time though. It gives me a reason to come back. Got a nice little treat. A paved path. Well, a maintained path of sorts. It's just not wet and boggy. That's all I need. It's always good to be on a road around somewhere like this. This is what they say. Stick to the road. Stay off the moors. So another thing I realised or learned in researching this route and this area is that this is a danger area. Yeah, for live firing, I believe. A danger area, military area for live firing, I mean. This bit that I'm walking in now, or at least part of the route is. So I was thinking, how is that going to work? I looked it all up and it's safe today. No firing planned apparently. But yeah, I do wonder what it's like on a day they do that and how they mitigate against killing people, blowing them up while they're having a little stroll around here. If that's even how it works, I don't know. Either way, no firing in this area. Danger area, not a danger area today. It's a barely visible right centre screen. That's Cosden Hill at 550 metres. Looks like a decent climb. Oak Tor just up there. centre screen now at 466. That's where my route takes me, and then I head north, pretty much back to Oakhampton. I don't feel like I've got enough climbing in today. And that hill, Cosden, looking pretty high. I mean, it's almost a mountain, and it looks pretty isolated. The climb from the bottom of that would be pretty decent. I mean, that's what I came here for, right? I'm doing it. And in my search for Cosden Hill, I get to bag another one. Steeperton Tor. I can see some people have been going right up the steep bit. So guess which way I'm going? Easy. This isn't even the one I came for. It's proper steep. Take a look at that. I'm at the top of Steeperton Tor now. I think if I'm right, the Tors are the hills with these rocky outcroppings. The others without this, I guess, are just the hills. 550 metres waiting for me. So let's crack on with it. Trying to find a path that I can actually see in the real world as opposed to match it up on the map. I think there's another river crossing. Just made it to the other side. Here we are. I can't believe we've made it. It looked so far away when I first saw it and decided to go for it. And now it's just there in front of me. It doesn't look any more difficult than anywhere in the Downs, really. Nice little rolling hill to the top. Nearly there. I made it. Wow. Cosden Hill, 550 metres. I can't believe I'm up here. And when I saw it all the way over there, it looked forever away. I don't know what I was thinking when I saw it. Well, in fact, I know what I was thinking. I was thinking, well, it's there, you got to climb it. You got to climb it, now it's too far away. It's all off my route. It's like you've seen it now, you got to. Oh yeah, all right, fair enough. You see pretty much everywhere I've walked today from up here. It's pretty amazing. So now I've just got to walk back that way. So the beauty of this place is, and I know erosion's a problem, and I'm trying to stick to parts or paths where people have mostly walked on before. Generally, I'm not just treading on untrodden paths. Even the sheep have been helping me on that one. But I'm going to try, even though there's no actual paths on the map, I'm going to try and walk in a straight line. I think I can see Row Tor, first hill that I climbed up when I arrived. So I'm just going to keep heading for that. I'm obviously going to miss it as I go down into the valley, but that's the challenge. I think there's some water to cross. I've been having some fun with that today. So I'm just going to see how much luck I have with that straight line thing. There's already a path I'm walking on that's not on the map. So that's a very good start. Let's see how we do. I can't help keep saying it. It is so good here. It is brilliant. I am having such a blast. This whole area around here. I just look at it and I just want to go running around everywhere, here and there and everywhere. I see this, I see that, I want to do this, I want to do that. I want to climb up here, I want to go down there and along there. It's great. It's like it's got a bit of everything here. I can't believe I've never been here before either. I really am the master of my own torment. So I said I was going to put the map away and sight my way back to the car. Pretty easy. It's a straight line. And while the weather's good, or at least the visibility's good, I can afford to do that. But as my high point in the distance, my visual reference point disappears below this ridge, I pick a route in line with it, which is that path going up there. But that's just not, that's for, you know, that's no, I don't want that. I've just seen this route here, and you should know me by now. I've seen it, so I've got to do it. There's a big river crossing. Oh, that's a ford. Let's have a look. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, got to get across that somehow. I hope it's not too deep. Let's give it a go. It's a little too deep. One of my feet got wet. Oh well, it's nearly the end of the walk now. Right, up this hill. I hope this was worth the detour. You know, I must be getting addicted to walking up things. No, I made it to the top. Was it worth it? Yeah. Well, I'm back on the road. It's just about concludes the walk today. What an amazing walk. And what an amazing place. This is so good here. I've had such a good day today. Well, you probably gathered that throughout the video. But this place has far exceeded my expectations. And believe me, I had high expectations of this place to start with. So that says a lot, really. I would say this probably doesn't rival, but it can certainly claim to match an average day out in the mountains in the UK. If not for its overall height, certainly in terms of the amount that you can climb, the steepness of it and the technicalities of it, you know, the rockiness and all the other bits. This is just as good a day out in the mountains as a day out in the mountains. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Now it's onwards and literally upwards. I got bigger and harder mountains to climb next week and for the rest of the month. So I hope to see you on those next videos very soon. Until then, thanks as always for watching. Laters. Guess I'm out of the danger zone then. So that answers my question from earlier.